Yo, Mandem podcast, episode 241.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the
What's
wait.
happening? What's happening?
We are back. Yeah, apologies. How many weeks have we had? Was it just the one? It feels like more.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Just the one. Just the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not so
yeah,
bad.
just the one.
Not so bad.
Life be
Well,
life.
check is actually 241.
Well, we got to check.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. We don't need Mike.
No, it's
man.
241,
We know.
241.
Mike always
We're
feels
good,
like
we're
he's the guy, innit? Mike feels like he knows that.
The keeper, the accountant, the overseer of all things numbers. But no, it's 241. But yeah, as I said, sorry for the wait. Life continues to life and get in the way sometimes, man.
It does, man. It does.
Of podding. So we apologize, but we're back this week.
Yeah.
For now. Who knows? Who knows when you'll hear
For
us
the
again?
foreseeable.
Dulcet tones, yeah. But yeah, we're back this week, 241. An interesting week.
It has been a very interesting week. How
for
are we
those different
personally, I guess, first?
Les, you want to go? I've got some stuff to get off my chest.
I've been all right, to be honest. We was out on Saturday. Honestly, like this whole going out drinking thing, I feel like I might have to pack it in because I didn't feel normal until Wednesday evening, Thursday.
Were you really drinking?
I don't feel like I drank that much in comparison to like I was out the weekend before and I was all right. And then I was out Sunday, day after, and I was fine. But like for some reason this week I was just like X'd. I don't know why. But
yes, you're forgetting a key component. Something happened on Saturday night, Sunday morning. The clocks jumped forward.
Yes,
Fam.
I was talking to someone. I was like, I feel like that affected me, but I was like, yeah, you're just using that as an excuse. So I was like,
well, the compound effect of that and the drink. Fam, I'm telling you, I always feel booky when the clock jumps forward. Like it shakes me up, even when they go backwards. And Rich, I know you're a well-read biologist. Was it the circadian rhythm?
Circadian rhythm, yeah. It could affect your circadian rhythm, yeah.
Throws that off, man.
Yeah. Dan, you're actually better in tune. I feel it. Like turn of the year, you get a bit mooky, birthdays, bit off.
Stay aligned with the chakras and the stones.
Equinoxes. He's like, nope, something's up.
Dan's got stones by his bed.
Man's got rose quartz. Yeah, rose quartz in the bag. And yeah, that's why I'm just in tune with it. But no, Les, I can agree and attest to what you're saying. I was finished this week, cooked.
Yeah, I was
close to writing. Was it final rights and passage or something like that?
Young Will and that.
Bro, I was close to writing the will, not the will, the other one.
Yeah, because I see it in Mandem group. Then I was like, I see man like wishing you like well and that, and I'm like,
bro, I was on the
something
ropes.
here. Like,
on the
what's
ropes.
happened? You got COVID? Was it COVID?
No, it wasn't. Fortunately, but yeah, after the weekend's events, I guess we overdid it. I think in the last 3 weeks or so, I've been living life on the edge, man. Went Cheltenham, I went to Budapest, war next door.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're gonna wait.
Doing just too much. I was out with my new work team, and then the weekends, a few obligations. Got home very late on Sunday morning, and the clocks jumped forward. So it's all a mess. But yeah, Sunday, I didn't feel right. It was more than a hangover. But obviously, I've just started this new job 3 weeks in. Well, that would have been the start of my third week. I didn't want to be the guy to take the Monday off. So dusted myself down. I was shivering in the yard.
Went in still.
Went in.
You're good, man.
Dan, how's your week?
Into the office.
Into the office. You got to show face. I just don't want these people setting me up. So I went in, sat down.
Yeah.
Said, Dan, how's your weekend? I hit him straight away. I'm not okay.
Yeah. From early, let them know.
And I let there's a top dog that kind of sat my bench of desks, and he's like, Dan, if you're not well, you're not well. You ain't got to come in.
Yeah.
I said,
Don't
cool.
take the bait, Dan. Never
take
the
I said, I'll see how I get on. He's like, no, it's just if you're not well, don't bother spreading it and da. I said, all right, I'll see how I get on. Put that on. got to lunch, went yard, bro.
Oh, swear.
Peace.
Went yard.
So you were finished then, because
Cooked, yeah.
like, it's early days. You want to show that I'm the man in it. I'm man's hair through whatever.
Yeah.
But you showed it in the flesh, because I think, especially with work from home being a lot of people's primary work kind of status, you can pull a sickie and you ain't really got to prove shit in it. You could be I'm not feeling it. Bye. But yeah, no, that was important. You've clearly done well then.
I dragged my sorry ass in. Got home, got into bed about 3 p.m. Stayed in bed till like 1 p.m. the next day.
Then did you go in later in the week, or is it just
no, I wrote that whole week off. But I worked all the way through. Didn't turn my camera on for the first couple of days. I weren't in the right state. And then as you can tell, I'm a bit nasal, a bit croaky, but we made it. But yeah, man, it made me realize that this life thing, bro, it's very, 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 very fragile.
It's precious, isn't it?
Precious, bro. And I've clocked that. As a man, I'm not cut out for, I don't know, sickness. I'm starting to get the man flu thing, because I was moving like it was over.
Yeah. I don't know. You're the man that gets ill either.
No.
Not really that guy.
I'm like a once every 2 years, but then when it gets me,
it gets you.
Christ. Yeah, it slaps me. Rich, how was your week?
What's happened this week? This week's been all right. It's been all right. We had last weekend. One. I guess some of the reason why we were off. We had a visitor. My girl's brethren come out.
I see you making little holiday.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
This is the thing. Yeah, bad people have been low key onto me, because I don't really share shit.
Which is on this Insta thing now.
I don't really share shit. It's like it's a funny one, man, because I don't know, man. It's like there was a point when I was actually doing it for what would the word be? For influence. I was trying to be like an influencer in the travel space. So there was a point I was consciously doing that stuff. But then I got to a point where I was like, I feel like the pressure that I'm putting on myself for this is ruining my time away. And at that time, it was more of a holiday. Now it's more like I'm actually here. I've got quite a bit of time. There's no pressure. There's no nothing. And it's like it's actually my life now, isn't it? So there was part of me that wasn't doing it. Was doing it on purpose for a point, and I was like, oh no, it's taken away from it. And then I was just like, I'm just not sharing anything. But at the same time, I like to go through my memories on my phones and stuff like that. I'm like, why would I not collect this stuff? So I just showed a few things. I got these e-bikes. I don't know if you could even tell from the stuff I was thinking. It was like an electric bike.
So what, you pedal it and it charges it up, or
you pedal it and it gives you a boost? So like you do like 2 rotations, like a BMX, like these thick old tires, so you can go on kind of any terrain. That's how you saw me on the beach. You give it a couple pedals and then the thing just it starts moving. It's actually bare live. It was bare fun, but just had a good fun over the weekend. But also one thing, I mean, I've known this for a while, but low key, there's not a better thing to do than ride a bike.
Yeah,
low key.
There's something liberating about riding.
Bro, I don't know if it's because it's like it feels like you're on a horse and man done that for millennia and all of that, but there's something about riding a bike, bro. I don't know. I almost feel the same. Like you man have barbecued and stuff before. There's something that like I don't know what it is.
And it hits the meats like, I'm a sizzle and
man. It proper does something for me when I barbecue and when I ride a bike. But yeah, man, just riding a bike almost anywhere. It's a wonderful feeling. I got to remind myself to do more of that.
Like because when we used to ride bikes when we were younger, you would just ride like to anywhere, and you kind of get that like sitting like now. Obviously, man can drive, but you're only really going to get in your car if you're going to a specific place. Whereas you can get in on your bike and kind of ride anywhere. Even if you got somewhere to go,
cars ain't freedom.
You can kind of take like the back roads and go this way, or
go down the canal. You can't drive down the canal.
Yeah, you can't do that. You have to find a parking space and you get paid.
Go on a road that you've not been on for years.
Yeah,
and it's obviously better than walking because you're covering some mad distance but you're not going too fast, but you're also like taking it in. I definitely get the feeling what Richie is saying. Like when you get on a bike, you're just chilling on it.
No, there's too many elements of your cycling that are good. There's the health aspect. Yeah, there's that. There's you got new scenery. It's getting you from A to B. I guess it takes you back as well to when you were kids with no taxes to pay and energy bills. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing still.
Yeah, I love it.
Expensive though, or can be expensive. Sorry.
Bikes in general.
Cycling.
If you want like something neat.
Yeah. If you're about this,
I've been looking about this thing. I've been looking at I don't know if you lot have seen it. They're called like Van Moof.
I don't know them.
Look them up. They're neat. Like I think if I move to Amsterdam and I stayed in Amsterdam I'll get a Van Moof, even though it'll get stolen. I'll get a Van Moof for like a week. They're proper,
what is it?
Like,
are they
have a look now. Type on your phone. Go on there.
Van Moof.
VANMOOF.
MOOF.
Yeah, jump on their Instagram or their.
Okay, they are very Amsterdam-ish bikes. Yeah.
Okay. Or if I did, I got to take my bike into everyone's apartment and lock it.
Yeah.
Even in the apartment.
Yeah. I see what you're on.
But you can kind of remote lock them.
Yeah, they got prices on it.
You can remote lock them.
There's like app on your phone, yeah.
Oh, I
think they're GPS.
Well, like it locks, but like the wheels lock and all of that. Like
yeah.
That's cool.
These look sturdy though. Look like carbon fiber frames and all that.
Yeah, very.
I see a price though.
That's why I got one.
What's the price? How much are you looking at, Les? You see it?
2 upwards. I'm seeing 2 upwards.
Because it's funny that says that the first thing I did after getting off the bike was like, how much are those, big man?
Oh,
how much?
Yeah. And they're like, there's a new shape one that's like 5 bags, and I go to my girl, if we're spending 5 bags on bikes, we are fucking doing well. Like, but the cheaper one was like about 2 bags something. And I kind of was like, ooh, maybe. But I don't know, man. Maybe in 5 years or something.
Yeah, shout out to cycling, man. Shout out to cycling. One news story dominated the headlines, the low lines, every single line. It was on sports channels. Les said it was on Talk Sport. I saw something on Sky News. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly why it featured on these channels. Maybe it's silly season, or there's not a lot to talk about. It's internationals, or maybe it's competitive sport. Will Smith.
It is a sport, though.
Yeah, he took up. The slapbox it there. Took up combat, and he slapped Chris Rock across the chops at the Oscar Awards stage, prior to winning his first Oscar for his performance in King Richard. We're about a week or so on, and I think the opinion is still divided. I don't think we got like a categorical answer from the Mandem as to whether or not it was right or wrong, or if there is such thing as a grey area. But yeah, what are you lot's thoughts? Who was in the wrong? Jada, what part does she play in this? And yeah, just like I don't know. I don't even know to unpack. How do we unpack in podcast world language this whole shit show?
Where to start? I mean, nobody gives a shit about the Oscars for the most part. And I guess I didn't
even know it was happening.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what happened at the last 10 almost. And I find out that certain movies win and whatnot. And if I rated them, I'm like, good choice. But for the most part, no one doesn't give a shit about Oscars anymore. I think that's kind of the general mood with most award shows these days, unless there is a performance, which you could say this was a performance that got everybody in. My first reaction was, is this real? I think I guess because of the time zone, I was up a couple of hours before you, man. I think I probably dropped in a couple groups.
Early,
and I was like, I spent a bit of time thinking, wow, like what's going on here? Like, and for a while, I didn't think it was real at all. But you find it's more Chris Rock's reaction to it that makes me think, yeah, he didn't know that was happening.
Now Smith just slapped the shit out of you, whatever it is. Yeah, his little teethy smile.
Yeah. It's mad, man. It's very mad. and I don't know. I think some people's opinions may have changed as they've reviewed it and looked at it some more and whatnot. But from the start, and you lot will know. Actually, I feel like I've said it enough on the podcast. Man likes Will Smith. Like I feel like most people from our generation should like Will Smith. I'm a fan of the guy, whatnot. But outright, that's not on, man. It's a big no from me. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. You can't do that, man. It's mad.
You should. Yeah, go on.
No, go on, Liz.
I think for me, I'm with you. I think personally, I wouldn't have done it that way. I don't think many of us would have done it that way. So when you say you that's not on, I think you shouldn't do that. Where I stand is no one knows how Will Smith is feeling at the time. And let's take this for it being real, which I believe that it is.
Yeah.
I think if you're after the year, maybe 2 years that he's had, with everything that's come out and gone on and whatnot, if certain things happen, and that just might be the triggering point where you just think, fucking hell, I can't be fucked with this anymore. And then that's just how a man chooses to react. And I'm not mad. I'm mad at the fact that it was Chris Rock and what Will did for my own personal view of Will. But I'm not mad at him doing that. Does that make sense?
I can see.
I see.
I can see the difference you're making. Yeah.
Like if that's how you feel at the time, I mean, it's not like there's definitely other ways you could have gone about it. But if that's how you feel, then get that shit off. Unfortunately for him, he decided for some weird reason to do it on TV at a worldwide event. It's a bit weird and odd and not for me. But if that's how you feel, then get that off. You just have to deal with what comes with it afterwards. That's it.
Yeah. As I said, I was kind of torn. I feel somewhat sorry for Chris Rock, but that's not to say that he's I don't know. These comedians are they're above being held accountable for their words. They make a living at taking the mick out of people and pushing boundaries and crossing lines, and he possibly crossed the line there. Whether or not he knew about Jada's alopecia remains to be seen.
Question. I feel like a lot of people are talking about that. Does that matter?
Whether or not he knows or not.
Yeah.
I think if you knew that she had a medical condition, I don't think it's classed as a disease or sorry, not a disability. But I think if you knew, I think that's a tad dark. Because you wouldn't about, I don't know, any other medical condition, would you pick on someone about it in that kind of forum? Probably not in front of them and their partner, husband. I probably think that's crossing the line. But whether or not he knew, he said what he said, and Will didn't like it. I'm kind of in the same place as Les. Like, I probably don't stand by the violence, but I wasn't when I saw it. I went wow, lock him up. Like, this stuff happens like everywhere. It happens on a Saturday night. It happens on football pitches. It happens at birthdays. It happens everywhere, clubs, wherever.
And that's kind of damn why I'm like, when it happened, I laughed and I was like, okay, finally something that with Will Smith being a real human being. We see all this shit that he does on social media and these reels and these edits and all of this shit and Mr. Fresh Prince and Squeaky Clean and I'm like, cool, all of that stuff great because you look great, but we don't see or have rarely seen emotional Will Smith apart from that Red Table thing, which I didn't even watch, but I basically seen it through the internet.
Yeah, he was doing nothing, sitting there.
You don't really see a human side of him, celebrities in general, but we're talking about Will Smith. So to see that reaction from him, lets me know, oh, you're actually you get annoyed at shit, the regular man does. So again, I don't like the fact that when it was Chris Rock, it had to be anyone, to be honest. and a poor decision from me looking at it. But I can understand if you're fed up with someone chatting shit, and this isn't the first time Chris Rock has done it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta be like, yo, stop chatting shit.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get a slap. Whether you spoke to the person or not, like, this is what's happening right now. Like, deal with it. This is how I feel, so deal with it. I might be wrong, but I don't care. This is what I'm doing. And then the consequences are what they are after the fact.
Yeah, you have to live with the consequences, of his actions. And I feel like that's slowly dawning on him. I think, two things that I want to take away or put on record. I'm sick of us seeing things happen, and saying it's fake. Someone did a post on it and they call it naive sophistication, where you believe to be sophisticated because you say, nah, surely it's not real because yada yada yada, and it's like a position you take because you're more enlightened or you can't be duped. And a lot of the time, these things are real.
Yeah.
So like the first action, people say, no, it's fake, and then it proves to be real, and then no one says that, oh, sorry, I held my hands up, I was wrong. And the benefits of it being fake, I don't know. I don't know how Will Smith benefits from slapping him in the face on stage in front of the world. I don't know how Chris Rock benefits from it. I don't think they need to create this situation whereby they have a fake wrestling match, and then it turns into them both benefiting from it. So I think this whole it's fake thing, like that is
I kept seeing the take.
Stop taking.
I kept seeing the take of what was it? A slap happened at a award show for actors, filled with actors getting awards for their best acting. I was like, that is horrid.
It's cheap, man. It's cheap.
How low?
Yeah, I was
come
like,
on, you haven't even got there. Like, so nothing can. So everything that happens.
Yeah. I was like,
crazy.
That's a horrible take.
The other thing was that I'm sick of seeing, or maybe it should be buried in the past, is people saying, would he have done it if it was
why
if it was The Rock, if it was
Vin Diesel,
if it was Vin Diesel, if it was Tyson Fury, if it was a white man, if it was Ricky Gervais, if it was Dawn French,
I kept seeing that come up. I was like,
if it was Adele, would he have done, like, fat? Come on, let's stop now, man. Please. Like, let's just face it for what it is. He slapped another brother. And that's what it is. And that is the reality of it all. We don't know what he would have done. We can assume. But let's stick to the facts at hand. And Rich, you copped me Will Smith's book.
Yes.
Very good book.
I've got it as well. I'm yet to read it though.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Some good chapters in there and a few excerpts. One is his dad used to batter his mum, and he always said he felt helpless, that he couldn't protect the people that he loved.
Felt like a coward, right? Is what I've heard. He's felt like most of his life he's been a coward.
Now he's doing everything he can to step up for those that he loves. I think that's a prime example.
I think he says it in his speech as well.
Yeah, that speech was kind of funny.
It was a weird, like, he kind of melded it with his being Richard, King Richard, and I was
Will Smith. And he also says that there was a period in his life where he was just like knocking man out, like.
Swear. He was just slapping
it
on, man, for chatting.
He's sticking it on guys and left, right, and center. And he had his guys from Philly with him. So I don't know. We do sometimes revert to type. Those two excerpts from the book, I saw those on show on Sunday.
And that's good. That gives us like more flavor to the whole thing, more context. But I still don't think you should be doing that. Like, you should be. I feel like it's like one of those things, man. I feel like it's like, in a weird way, it's like the freedom of speech kind of conversation where I feel like you should be allowed to say that. Doesn't mean you say it though. You should be allowed to slap me in the face. Doesn't mean you should do it though.
Yeah.
No.
Without like necessarily fearing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But again, like I said, I think if that's how you feel, then I think within reason, and I think with I think it's 2016, when there was a massive boycott of the Oscars.
Oscar
and
So
I think
White
Chris Rock.
was trending.
Yeah, I think Chris Rock was hosting again at that time, or he was hosting
2016.
then. 2016, yeah. And he was making jokes about Jada boycotting and kind of saying that no one cares that Jada.
Can you boycott if you weren't invited? Like that?
Yeah. That was a
That's
joke.
That's a good ass joke and a great point.
it was funny, but if you make that in 2016, cool. I don't know what's happened in between that time. 2022, we're here again. We're now in the audience, and now you're making more jokes. Bro, if I snap, like, no one should be surprised.
That don't poke the hornet's nest type thing.
Yeah, like, no one should be. I get the whole he shouldn't have done it, but we're probably speaking from our own personal point of views.
Do you know what?
But if someone's chatting, if you're out and someone's saying something to your girl or pestering your girl, and you're like, bro, like, allow it, chill, like, we're not really on that. Then they keep carrying on. You're like, bro, allow it. Keeps carrying on, and then he keeps doing it. There's going to be a point where you're going to smack him in the face, but you probably shouldn't smack him in the face. It's going to get you in trouble. Yeah, it's going to get you in trouble. So
shout, don't fuck with keep my wife's name out of his mouth.
Keep my wife.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
in the restaurant, and there's pasta going on in the restaurant. Just shout that. Yeah. And then, that's basically what man want you to do.
Yeah, so I get it. I get the whole he shouldn't have done it, but let's chuck that out the window for a second. He's still human, like.
Yeah, and I get that. So I feel like I'm happy it happened because I think, particularly in the age of the internet, man need to know you can get touched.
Accountability, man. It's everything.
Because everyone just chat shit like there's no consequence to a lot of things. But at the same time, I want man to be able to kind of say what they want to say. That's for me. It's like I'm kind of conflicted with that. I don't know if the thing is if violence is the answer.
It's not the go-to solution. And man should be allowed to say what they're going to say. But if someone doesn't like what you say and approaches you about it, you should be understanding. Not to say Chris Rock isn't, but I guess in general, you should be understanding that someone's not gonna always find your jokes funny just because your profession is a comedian. Oh, he tells jokes for a living, so we're gonna let him slide on this one. Nah, bro, you can stop. There's other jokes to tell. You can just not tell this one.
Yeah, but I'm not with that, man. I'm not with that, particularly as celebrities. Like, I'm like, fuck it, man. Like, man, are gonna chat shit about you. Like, it is what it is. It's part and parcel. Like, I'm not saying that's how it should be, but that's how it's always been. Yeah. Honestly, it was a funny one. I looked at like some statistics, some polls and whatnot went out following, well, I guess probably Monday, Tuesday, about how different demographics felt about it. And interestingly enough, if you were, where is it? What's it? In some, the surveys, 52% people considered Chris Rock to be wrong.
Right.
Whereas the other 48 thought Will Smith was, well, if you were of a particular age group. So if you were below 34, most people thought Chris Ross, fucking hell.
Ross.
Chris.
Leave him out of this. Leave him out of this. He's done nothing wrong.
That's how scandal starts, fam.
Yeah.
The Mandem podcast said Rick Ross.
Now you're gonna slap us.
If you were below, you man, stop it. I can't forget. Let's say this together. If you were below 34, you thought Rock was wrong. If you were above 34, 35 rather, you thought Will Smith was wrong. And I was like, that's interesting, like, kind of cutting it.
I thought it would have been the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I thought then, especially with, like, as I alluded to earlier about, like, internet generation. I thought they would have been super offended by, because I feel like they call so much talk violence. Like, you can't say that that's violence. I'm like, no, what Will Smith done was actual violence.
More common chose violence.
Yeah, so it's just, it was proper interesting split.
That's nuts.
I thought it would have been the other way around, where
Maybe
if
it's
you were
wisdom,
older,
man.
you're from that generation, and you've seen man get boxed in their mouth
Yeah,
chatting shit.
for stuff they've said, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's surprising.
But no, as you said, Dad, I think maybe it's wisdom still.
Yeah. That balance isn't the answer.
Mm.
Yeah. Jada's role in it all. We haven't spoken about her. It is about her. She gave the green light on the hit. Because Will was initially laughing, enjoying.
That's the spooky thing about it as well.
Yeah, that is a little
but you
bit
know
odd.
which side your bread is buttered on, though, man. You got to jump in the limo with her, and then send her to her room, and then you got to go downstairs and then open the door for her boyfriend when he comes down.
That's it. She sends you to your room.
Yeah. That whole laughing at the joke initially thing is a bit, looking at it, is weird. But again, I kind of, sometimes things happen and you don't clock straight away what's happening, if that makes sense. It might take a few seconds and then you think, you might be processing how to respond or how to act. But then it probably builds up in your head where you think, actually, fuck this. Like, I'm just going to go up there and I might smack him, I might not. And then I guess that's where he made the decision. Obviously, I don't know what's going on in Will's head, but I assume that is probably what happened. Jada's part in this, like you were saying earlier, Dan, I think he's just trying to defend his family, his wife's honor, I guess. Behind closed doors, we obviously can't say, but I think she's being painted as like some witch, some evil villain, she's got mind control over Will. I think everything that's transpired in their relationship, from the red table thing to August, I think she definitely has a part to play in that, obviously. And I think for Will, that discussion obviously needs to happen behind closed. Like, fuck the red table. And apparently, I think I heard he's going on it again or something.
Okay, they're gonna dust it down, yeah.
That's the bit I don't almost like about it. Like, we talked about it being fake. Like,
I don't want to watch that
fucking PR. Like,
but I will. I will watch it. I don't want to watch it.
Oh, we got a new player in the game.
Oh, here comes a new challenger.
Jeez, Sleepy Warrior.
Sleepy Warrior.
Got,
did we see?
Go on, Dan.
Sorry, Liz. Jada's post. So post.
Post
WrestleMania, she said, "This is a season for healing, and I'm here for it."
I don't know, man. I've like, because you lot might have seen the or I probably mentioned before, like Red Table Talk, and I've seen a bit of it. My girl was really big into it for a while, right? And I've been spewing for a little while now that Jada is toxic, wrapped in toxic energy, if you like, wrapped in the spiritual stuff. And she's bad.
That's a lot of them hide it like that.
Bad, man. I feel like she's bad for Will. Like, I feel like she's terrible, and it fucking pisses me off, to be fair. Because now you've drawn because of what's going on in your life, and I'm not dismissing Will of anything that's happened and in their life and shit he might have done that's never come to the forefront. But I feel like you've done this. You are a big reason that he can't keep his fucking shit together anymore.
Okay. Think so?
Yeah, man.
Is it behind every good man is a good woman? Behind every bad man is a
toxic.
Talk about that. If that's just the man's fault. Yeah. The bad guys.
Yeah, I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Toxic wrapped
spirituality
in spiritual is mad.
That's what it is, though, isn't it?
Mad little truffle or sweet, fam. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, be safe, man.
Yeah. I think if you've like dated a few women, you can kind of pick it.
We're really
you see it. You see it. And it's funny that Rich said that, because that kind of makes a little bit of sense.
You say
to a certain extent.
sage burning in the yard, but But the
Yes,
heart's
it's
not
not-
clean.
Fake deep,
The
bro.
heart is
It's
black,
dark in that.
fam.
Fam,
You're doing
Palo
all of this
Santo,
around the
all of
yard.
that. Palo Santo.
Yeah.
They're
It's
evil in the
it's
heart.
yeah.
So
You're
fake,
walking in the
man.
carpet, and it's not everything underneath there. All the demons, all the
Yeah.
all the madness is under there. But you're saying,
Mm.
yeah, no, the floor's level, man. It's all good over here. But
Stop lying
is
to
it?
me. Mike,
But
welcome.
yeah, go on. Yeah, Mike. What you
Yes,
saying? What's
brothers.
happening quickly?
Yes, brothers. Yes,
Yes.
brothers. What are you saying?
Welcome,
What,
welcome.
what have I missed? What have I missed?
What time is it? Your part of the world, man.
Yeah.
Singapore.
Still Friday for him.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's mad right now. Breakfast is
Seminar.
live, though. This breakfast is good. Still.
Come on, man. Long flight.
It's mad.
Mike, your
Mike,
quick take
we're
on
quick.
the whole shit.
Yeah, go on.
Will's wrong ultimately.
Up and down.
Yeah. The level of head loss that you have to be at to go and do that on live TV at an award show to someone that you've probably known for like 30 years, to a comedian that people are trying to now people are saying, comedians shouldn't make these jokes. Bro, comedians be making these jokes since the start of time. I'm not having that. And like it wasn't like that crazy. He was laughing at it as well, but at one, like, bro, he walked like what 10 20 yards, and at no stage it didn't occur to him to think to himself on that walk, yo, this is
one of those.
this is wild.
What am I doing here?
Yeah, like what's going on?
Momentum got the best
If
of him, bro.
if he was stood right next to him, maybe I'd be like, impulse, bang, like, oh man.
I think it's a commitment thing. I think when you get up,
but he could have changed what he done.
Headlock.
Probably
Did it or have to be that he could have turned and said something?
Would have been mad. Because there's a struggle in it, like.
Man was saying, what if Chris Rock dodged it and hit him back?
You can't see that. Yeah, Oscar's cancelled. No one's ever coming back.
They started Chris Rock, I feel sorry for Chris Rock. Like, yeah, it was deep, man. It was deep. It's embarrassing. And everyone likes Chris as well. I don't think he deserved that.
Everybody hates Chris.
Everybody hates Chris, by the way.
It's steep. Major head
I think
loss.
he'll bounce back.
Have you seen the clip of him? He's done his first show since, isn't it?
I heard he's
still processing what's happened or something.
That's what he said. Still processing what happened. Everyone's laughing. He's like, "How was your weekend?" Like,
Cold.
What were you gonna say, Liz?
You think the level of head loss isn't allowed for Will or in general? Because it sounded like
no, it's not. No, it's not. You're a big grown man for all of that as well. You got to know, like I said, you got to know where you are. Bro, comedy's comedy as well, man. That's major head loss.
Yeah.
Like if that didn't happen, if that never happened, are people saying, I reckon Will Smith should have went up and done something to Chris because he said that?
It's not a story.
That's not going through.
Joke,
that's what I mean. No one would be saying, Will Smith should have done him something.
No.
Because it wasn't wild like that. Yeah. Mental. Staged? Anyone?
Never. No.
Nah.
Between them two.
I thought so at first, but no, I dismissed it.
I think it's real. I think Chris Rock's reaction after just lets you know that
when he struggled,
because I think sometime after he was still a bit like shaken. I think people were on stage collecting an award, and he was still a bit like, I don't really know what's just happened, kind of thing. I think then Will coming off and then continuously shouting after. I think that was a bit telling that
Jada was laughing at that point as well.
Bro. Yeah.
Bro, she's
the whole thing's weird. The whole thing's just weird.
When Will walks back, she's busting up. She's going ham.
The whole thing is just so strange, man.
Strong, powerful, supportive women in our lives, man. Acting up. Beautiful.
Techie.
What else we got?
Loads of
Where
little
are we,
different bits
where are
and
we?
pieces, man.
Yeah, lots going on.
Take your pick. Do you know what I didn't like and how I felt about the situation in Unmasked? I felt like that should be happening on Jeremy Cole. That shit is for the Jeremy Cole show. Take it away, boys. Jay, speaking of
You
Jeremy
deserve
Cole,
an
Jeremy
Oscar,
Cole.
Rich. Oscar for the best segue I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know. The Jeremy Cole show was coming back after a 3-year hiatus, I think. Does anybody know, firstly, why? Because I feel like we might have spoken on it. Why it was taken off it?
It was linked to a suicide.
Linked to a suicide. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I wasn't entirely sure if I had the timeline right or I mixed it up with another show. So suicide hadn't stopped. Why is it coming back?
Yeah, that's a strange one.
I'm not sure exactly which channel is coming back on either. If it's going to be mainstream, or whether it's going to be on I don't know.
It was Channel 5 before, right?
I think it was ITV primarily.
I would have said ITV.
I would have said ITV.
Yeah, I think it was ITV.
And I don't know if it moved because there was I think it turned an evening one, which might have been on Channel 5. It started to get a bit shaky. But yeah, it was primarily in the heyday. He was taking the mick out of them poor people struggles on ITV primetime morning TV.
Do we do we need it back? Do you think the world is missing the Jeremy Carr show?
No, we've moved on since
3
years ago. The world is in a different place.
I think we're in a more sensitive place as well. So he needs to tread carefully, or maybe
it's strange.
Change the approach.
I felt like that's why it went away, because it was fucking people up. It's interesting. It's interesting.
They just had a U-turn on their opinions and just said,
I mean, maybe it's not on a U-turn on opinions. They just want P in it. They don't care. It's what I would think it probably is. What's interesting, and kind of like what I said about Jada, Dan. Yeah. About it being toxicity. Wrapped in spiritual thing. I feel like Jeremy Carl does a similar thing. It's like we're kind of pretending to be able to help you guys and reunite therapy. And all fake therapy. It's blue therapy. It's actually blue therapy.
After he drags you through the dirt, he's about parade you around town. It's like that guy Kev or whatever, Norm.
Pretending for your embarrassment.
Man, spreading the cards at your head.
It's not returning to ITV. It's returning to Talk TV. The launch of Talk TV.
Oh, the launch.
They're linked to Talk Radio.
Yeah. So it's another streaming service, basically. So I had a feeling it would be an online thing.
Makes sense.
I don't think mainstream TV will go anywhere near it.
No.
And I think you can censor a lot more. It censor less more on the internet. Whereas I think on TV, things are kind of policed more heavily.
Yeah, there's regulations. You can't really swear. If it does, it's got to get bleeped out, etc.
Yeah. But I think to answer your initial question, Rich, I think we're past all of this. To be honest, I don't think the world is in a better place. We're probably going backwards, bringing this back in. To be honest, I think he could easily do something else or just stay off. We don't need the Jeremy Carl show back.
There wasn't a clamoring for Jeremy in these 3 years. I didn't think, bring it back.
Yeah, no,
I bet you any money it won't. They'll probably do a few, maybe one season, and it will get cancelled because, I don't think people are going out their way to watch this.
It's funny with the internet how you can be such a pariah or a bookie guy, and then all you got to do is just go to the internet and you'll find a space, and you probably have some weird followers. Yeah,
you're calm. Yeah,
you just hide in the internet in this weird, unregulated space and say and do weird things, and somehow kind of cut through. But if it is anything serious, I guess Talk Radio probably have a fair bit of cash behind them. If it's shit, they'll chop him.
What was that other show? It was the first one of that kind.
Jeremy Carl. Trisha. No,
Trisha Goddard.
Jerry
Springer, Jerry Springer, Jerry Springer,
Oh, Jerry.
Ricky Lake.
Jerry Springer with the
Yeah,
security
Ricky
guy.
Lake.
Yeah,
Maury.
Robert, what was it? Kilroy Show. If you're going way back.
Kilroy. Yeah.
Sure. Wow.
But that,
He
that
showed.
white woman was like, I love the smell of black man when they wear cocoa butter.
It's the
No,
lotion. She
nah.
it's the lotion and moisturize.
Now some of these shows are
I-
set up.
That clip usually
clip.
circulates like once a
Fam,
year. I ain't seen
once
it. I
a
ain't
year,
seen it for a while.
That 9-minute clip, I'm
Oi.
gonna bring it back, man.
I
That
love
9 minute.
when I see that shit come through my WhatsApp. I'm like, oh yeah.
Let's go
Fam,
again.
I know
ain't
what
seen
clip you're
that
talking
for-
about. There's a man that sends that once a year still.
Yeah. Big up
It's
Tresor
like it's
and
Merry
them, man.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Big up Tresor and them, man.
Happy Kwanzaa. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, them shows are set up. Some of them anyway.
Nasty, yeah. Jeremy Carl, fam. Jerry Springer, Ricky, yeah. Dr. Phil, fake brother. Steve Wilkos, he was the bodyguard.
Oh, he's the bodyguard on Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Steve, yeah, that's it.
Steve. Man can't even string two words together, fam.
that
He's
guy.
trying to host a show, fam. Fuck out of here, Steve. But yeah, let's see how Jeremy Carl pans out, and yeah, maybe you could have Jada and Will on there.
First episode.
Yeah, big.
I'll
big
tune in
launch.
for that.
World Cup groups.
Mhm.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I only know like the England group.
Mhm.
Can't lie, I don't know any other groups. Is there like a group of death?
People are saying they're
Infamous group of death.
I might have saw that as well, and I was like, that's not a group of death.
It's not really.
Very, very fake.
I feel like people are dying to have a group of death.
Yeah.
The bread in it.
Just so we can say that.
Reach.
Something we could say. Yeah.
England got to top that group.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would
Gareth
think so.
Has been blessed with the draws in his time. So yeah, you'd expect England to sail through.
Yeah.
But stranger things have happened. But yeah, I think this current team, the amount of quality, and now I think the experience that they have.
Yeah, you got to cut through that easy.
Mm.
If we're being
Yeah.
respectful as well at the same time. But yeah,
Good to see Ghana back in there, back in the World Cup.
Yeah,
Just
let's
looking at
go,
that Ghana,
man.
Up the
Portugal.
Black Stars,
Yeah.
come on.
Ghana, Portugal, fucking hell.
We watched. Was it
Uruguay,
Ghana,
fam.
Uruguay?
Ghana,
Yeah.
Germany.
One of the most.
Ghana, Germany.
Oh,
We
Ghana,
watched that.
Germany.
We watched that in Central.
2014.
Oh, in that sports pub.
Yeah.
On Haymarket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good day, man.
Good
Good
day.
day.
It was on the bikes that day as well, still.
Yeah.
Goes back to what Rich was saying on the bikes. Big week for the Black Stars.
Yeah.
Pass.
Tottenham Barrow is going to be mental.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm definitely getting involved in a bit of that. Beat Nigeria. Always nice as well.
Yeah. That's always good. I mean, it would have been good to have them
Have
in it
both.
as well, but yeah, to have both.
Let's take him the higher ground. Could have had both. Of them.
Yeah.
We got to keep some of these listeners. But yeah, no, I didn't watch the game. I caught the highlights after. I managed to get through on the goal technicality, but yeah, it's good. I'm glad that we're back in the World Cup. Shows that we're still somewhat relevant in international football. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how that group plays out. And that Uruguay game will be interesting.
That's a tough group. Yeah, that's a tough group.
Revenge.
Yeah, South Korea are no mugs as well.
Yeah. Uruguay, Portugal. Yeah.
It's just good to be at a World Cup, man.
What
Howler.
group is being called the thing? The group of death, by the way. I'm looking at the thing and I'm like, which one is it? Like,
It is that
B?
group, no? It is that group, no?
Group E, Mike.
Is it-
E.
is it
But
H or E?
Spain,
It's gotta be H
Costa
or E,
Rica,
right?
Germany, Japan. I feel like H is more group of death than that. Am
I think
bugging?
H is a stickier group. Yeah,
I think it's quite sticky.
I think Spain. and Germany
No,
will
Spain
go
and
in.
Germany, yeah, Spain and Germany.
Japan are good.
Yeah,
Spain, Germany, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, surely.
H is
they go
this
through.
looks like the stickiest to me.
I feel like H is the one where
Yeah.
you're not
H
too
is a
sure
tough
who
group.
go throughs.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
clear.
H is a
I
tough
mean, there's
group.
always surprises as well. Anyway,
Group
with
E.
the World Cup, isn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely no group of death though. That's cat.
Yeah,
I
totally agree.
think we need to write that off. Yeah.
Yeah, Italy, you've had a big
yeah.
howler,
Yeah. Did it even make it?
massive howler.
Yeah.
Absolute mare.
you know what I thought actually? Yeah, this got brought up yesterday when I was out. Because I was like, yeah, like the winter just before Christmas World Cup would be sick. And then someone was like nowhere's gonna be open. Like outdoor stuff when you're watching the football World Cup, Euros.
100% places are going to be open.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I
outdoors
mean,
and all
because
of
we'll
that.
be indoors.
You know, it's all
yeah.
cold and
Oh,
it's all
no,
cold and
but
all of that.
people will
No,
make
place will be open.
provisions.
It's gonna be different, isn't it?
Mhm.
Very
But I
different.
think people will like create like purpose-built spaces. So
Oh yeah, like where we
it's like,
watch the Euros, we can go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But there's gonna be a lot of places just very different.
Yeah. They won't. I bet Trafalgar Square. Like people aren't like us. They're not getting old. They don't feel the cold, man. Especially after we've had a few carlings.
Definitely.
Right, there'll be a lot
yeah,
of people
I
like
can't wait.
us. That's what I tell you. There's gonna be bare damn when you free it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Nothing don't stop. No one stopping Brits from watching football. Like when you actually free it.
Yeah.
Starts from the 21st of November, boys. By the way, so put it in your calendar. That's
I
obviously
think
group stages.
England USA is Friday night, 7:00.
25th? Yeah.
That's the first England game. Yeah.
So let's be organized.
Yeah, no,
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see it all, man. All of
yeah,
it.
it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick.
Annual leave going in on Monday. Gosh.
Finals is Sunday the 18th. So
different kind of Christmas, you know.
Week before Christmas, it's gonna be different, isn't it? It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick because
a little bit of a weird.
That's gonna be good, man. Yeah, different.
Obviously, they're usually in the summer, but it's just an excuse to link up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have all of that plus Christmas. I think you'll probably make up.
That's gonna be a live couple weeks.
A 2020 Christmas in a way. Like it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be extra special.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think after I guess the last couple of winters that haven't been as eventful, I think having this now adds to it. And we kind of, not to say that our summer's been taken over by football is bad, because it's probably some of the greatest summers we've had. But we kind of get our free summer away from ball, and then we get back into ball in the winter. So I'm looking forward to that, to be honest. And yeah, it gives us a reason to be outside in the winter.
Yeah,
Oi, does anyone know when the Prem will break then?
I think it starts earlier this year. I feel like it starts the 18th of August, maybe this year, or something like that, or 10th.
It'd be last week of August,
long
right?
ago.
A couple weeks
usually
earlier.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's usually starts like the first or just into the second week of August, isn't it?
I think, and then I'm not sure when it breaks, Rich, but I'd imagine it'd probably be about a month or so before, because it probably
be
need to
interesting.
acclimatize and whatnot. Just quickly, off top of our heads, favorites to win it.
Ooh.
Is it? I'm not going to say those words.
Friday the 13th of August is when the Premier League starts. Oh no, that's last year.
Silly boy.
France, maybe still.
Yeah.
France are always solid. I feel like you can't write off the Germans.
But like I was saying the other day,
But the new
Brazil's got a good team.
Bookie's favourites is Brazil.
Is it?
They've got some good players still.
I feel like we haven't seen that for a while. I feel like
But also looking
been
at
top
it,
for like a little while.
when I was looking at all the teams, bro, England
are one of the favourites.
Yeah.
Squads.
Have a decent team, yeah.
Probably the best squad.
Yeah.
We have
there with France. Yeah. I'm gonna go early and say Brazil. Climate. Even though they play in Europe. Pretend.
Oh, climate, yeah. What was it? The Manaus.
Manaus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Qatar. It's Qatar, isn't it? So, boy, boy, we'll see, man.
I'm just saying, England, don't mess up my December and come out early. Because the further England go, the more.
No.
100.
I am kind of fancying them. The more I'm thinking about it.
That's what I'm saying, Mike.
No, England, bro.
Oh, England! Wow.
Low key.
Do you know what?
Superstitious reason. I'm not going to
say
say England.
Mate, that's all it is, you know, Les. That's all it is. It's superstition. It's not science.
In
my head and my heart.
Numbers,
statistics. But they say
curses
put it in
and
the universe, and
spirituality.
then the universe will do the rest of the
outcome,
work.
man.
But I don't. Sometimes I don't trust the universe. It's got other plans.
Yeah, it does weird things. Yeah, like 20 degrees on Saturday and it's snowing. Maybe
Oh, yeah, the weather I had a shocker.
Yeah, temperamental.
Bipolar.
Very temperamental. Any more for any more?
What else have we got? We got energy prices
Oh mate, I'm so sick
jo-
of it.
a
I
joke.
don't know
on-
what we're gonna end up
on
paying.
the up and up.
I had no idea how to get around. Martin Lewis, he was trying, man. He tried. He even cried on TV,
Yeah.
fam, because he couldn't help someone.
He was putting in a shift.
He even got, I see a video, one of our cousins sent it, and Martin Lewis had a cold sore. And I knew that weren't from, he caught it from, that was just from being run down.
Yeah.
Just trying to save, you can't save us all. And I said, it's not his job.
Yeah.
It's honorable what he's trying to do, but don't break your back for these people, man. Because they'll give you nothing. But yeah, energy prices. I'm praying for everyone when they get their bills, that the bills aren't too techie, because I don't know what to do. I've seen people saying they pay £60 a month and they've had their bill and now it's like 300-400. I'm like,
Yes.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, I've heard people's doubling, all of that. Yeah.
What if you just don't have it? It's a bit techie. So
That's fucked up.
might need
Extra layers thing, really, man. Honestly, extra layers thing. What else are you gonna do?
Socks the bed and all that.
Like the reality is, yeah, obviously, I feel like most people in our circle or whatever can afford it. Like it's gonna hurt more and they'll have less disposable income, but fortunately, most of them can. Some people outright can't. And that's where people I'm really feeling for. But outside of that, try and insulate your yard or just get that extra hoodie out, man.
You're gonna have to. Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris.
Yeah. He was on it.
Yeah, it's techie. But I guess the only benefit is it's approaching what we call summer. So hopefully, energy shouldn't be needed. But as we said, it was snowing this week and it was like 1 degree. So it's not to be promised. But yeah, prayers out to everyone who pays energy bills, even people who don't. Yeah. IKEA and Ends is closing. One of the saddest stories of the week.
Yeah.
I still think that's like quite surprising, man.
Bro, hit me like I don't know.
It's weird.
Like, it is. I don't know. Are they gonna make another one quite local? Because this is all part of the whole Meridian water thing, innit?
Project, innit?
Yeah. So like, what? Everyone's just gonna go to like Northwest or?
I'm not. No way. I'm not going back to Wembley.
Yeah, like that was like loads of people used to come to go to that one.
Yeah, I remember as a kid getting
like
dragged
loads
there,
of people.
going Wembley.
Yeah.
Day trip, really.
How long is this? The one in
day
Tottenham been open for?
2005 was it? I think they said.
Yeah, I can remember that grand opening. Yeah.
17.
God, is it that long?
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah.
In my head, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Yo, we're old.
We were 15-ish.
Oh, okay, maybe it is time it went then. It's been
we saying you had enough?
Yeah. No. Like for us, like IKEA being there is so convenient. I don't fancy traveling to Wembley to go to IKEA, to be honest.
A406.
I used to hate going to the IKEA.
I feel like this one is calm. There's like because there's no regular traffic. Go Wembley one, you're gonna buck mad traffic. At least twice.
Yeah.
And that's before you get in there and get dragged around.
That's long.
No idea why they're closing it. Maybe sales wise, it probably weren't doing that great in comparison to the others.
It's the Meridian water thing, don't it? They're gonna build.
Consumer behavior are changing towards more like online shopping.
That's what I was thinking.
But that's what I'm thinking. Are they gonna maybe go a bit further down or find another location for it, or they're just gonna sack it off?
They'll probably sack it off. They said within 3 years they'll.
With like online as well now, everyone's just gonna order shit.
Yeah, I mean, IKEA
online ain't cheap though.
No, and I think with so they've got plans.
I rented a whip last time. I rented a van when I had to go IKEA up in Lincoln. Fuck that, I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, they.
Sorry, Les.
they're opening one in 2023. They're opening one in Oxford Street. I think where the
Where?
old
thing was
Top
Top Shop, yeah.
Top Shop building used to be.
In
So
Oxford
I
Street.
think maybe it's
That's a no.
yeah. So to the point of the online shopping, because you can drive to Central, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to get there.
Nah, that's just gonna be
And no one's
That's-
carrying a 5-door wardrobe.
Wardrobe, but on the Victoria line, it's
Yeah,
hard enough
no,
getting
no,
on
no.
by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
just a
see
bit.
it,
That's
though,
just
don't
like
you?
bare lamps and shit.
Don't
Oh,
think it's
that ain't-
pants, you know.
yeah.
You're gonna see it, bro. You're gonna see it.
So I think the idea is to bump up the home delivery. But IKEA's
Yeah,
home delivery, if
100%.
you ever tried to do it, it's not a joke. Like it's very
£40
expensive.
a piece, yeah.
Fam,
Say I
it's
want
nuts.
to,
It's
I'll
actually-
cop some candles, but I don't leave my yard. Now them vanilla candles.
Fam, the delivery will cost more than a candle.
It's crazy right now, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my only thinking behind it is that plot of land they have, the offers that they must be receiving
It's,
on
it's
that.
owned
A
by
lot,
Matt
a lot,
Martin.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's
know
owned
there's
what?
the development
Mm.
that's going on behind that new train station, the Meridian Water Station.
Yeah.
They own that land that IKEA's on as well. So it's just more housing. It's going to be like offices, again, yeah, housing, and then supposedly a construction college, something like that. There is bare land there.
That's gonna be mad in 10
Yeah,
years.
because that IKEA, the building, if you want to call it the warehouse, is massive, but there's a whole
The
nother
footprint
bit
around it.
behind it.
Yeah, that bit behind it.
mad.
Yeah. It's like double.
So mad. Yeah.
I'm gonna pour out some meatballs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In memory of the good times. Yeah. So,
Go stock up on your drawers and your desk.
And your dime bars, man.
Dime
When is
bars.
when is
can
it
you buy that?
closing? When is it
Yeah.
closing?
I think probably towards the end of the year, Mike. They haven't set a date
End of
just
this year, Mike. End of this
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
yet. But
That's-
yeah,
that's
cheers,
upsetting.
IKEA, because you lot, they've mashed up bare on my future weekends. I don't know already.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how the Oxford Street one will work. I thought it would be like smaller items,
Yeah.
but I think they will push for home delivery.
Yeah, I think I
So
don't
it's
know.
there in the central, the footprint in Oxford Street is
Flagship
ridiculous.
store.
Flagship.
Street,
Yeah.
flagship store, but predominantly home delivery. They might bring the prices down for home delivery because it's a joke for what it is now. But I think that sounds like what their plan is.
Yeah. Probably.
Crazy.
Because that store's not even that. From having worked there, the building's not that big. It's big, but it's not IKEA.
It's not
It'll be more of
IKEA.
a showroom type thing.
Showroom,
Like
yeah,
made.
yeah.
I think made.com got one as well, where you touch, feel, and then you can order it there. And just go.
That's what Oxford Circus, Oxford Street branch is basically going to be. IKEA is half
Yeah,
experience, like when you pre it.
Mm.
So going to IKEA,
Yeah.
it's eating there, it's
Yeah.
the whole journey.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man.
RIP to IKEA, man.
Mm-hmm.
RIP Tottenham. Ring-ins for our loyal listeners.
Yeah, let's go, man.
I have one. As you said earlier, Dan, I was sharing some stuff on my Instagram, which I don't really usually do. And I was really specific with the tunes I was using. One of the tunes I used was, what's it called? Roy Ayers, Everybody Loves the Sunshine, which we all kind of know.
I saw what you did.
And
there.
then, yeah, you see, it's quite obvious to be fair. But I've been trying to figure out how many like remixes there are of that tune or that sample. And I've come across quite a few like good ones that I'd heard already, but I was like, oh yeah, so-and-so used it well, so-and-so used it well. So I'm trying to kind of figure out, I mean, it's just such a good song, isn't it? How many different kind of samples and good uses there are of it.
Yeah.
Recently, and when I was in the gym this morning, a song, I don't know if I brought this in maybe time ago when it came out, but Joey Badass used it quite well in a tune called Shine. I think you lot will fuck with. Might not be the weather for it at the moment, but yeah, you can blast it in summer. So that's my bringing will be Joey Badass, Shine.
Jeez.
I mean, I probably won't fucking into to be fair, but
Yeah. I got one. Off of the new Dave East tape. album, whatever it is. So the album is HDIGH, which is How Did I Get Here? And the song is Deeper Than Love with Music Soul Child.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, sounds like a mad thing still.
Yeah, it's
Nice,
decent,
nice.
it's decent, it's decent.
Okay. Let's go on.
Yeah, I got two actually. Excuse me. My first bring in is one by an artist. I'm waiting for the album to drop, but I don't know when it's gonna come out. But
Kendrick.
it's by no,
Oh,
no
damn.
chance. Capella Gray featuring Niger, and the tune is called Confusion. It's confusion,
Okay.
but
I see what
spelled
you've done
slightly. CONFUJAWN. And my second bring-in is off of the Dreamville DJ Drama Gangster Grills mixtape.
Oh, I
if
meant
you
to
can
check
call it
that out.
It's good. It's decent. There's some decent tunes on there. But the tune I'm gonna bring is with Ari Lennox, and it's called Blackberry Sap.
Yeah, I listened to like 2 songs yesterday, but I need to get that all in today.
Okay. My bring-in this week is from an artist called David Michael Wyatt. He's got an EP called The Reprise, and he's just got a cold, uplifting song called I'm Dope, and it's I'm Dope, the DMW edition. Just a big, big tune.
This in
Cold.
the sunshine.
That's it. That's it, man. Brings us to the end
Nice.
of another good episode.
Yeah.
So
Nice of you to join us, Michael.
No
Yes,
worries,
thanks
man.
for joining
Don't
All
don't
the
worry.
way from
Don't worry about it.
Singapore, man.
Don't worry
Make sure you
about
finish your breakfast.
it. It's come on.
Fantastic.
yeah, that's episode 241.
Yes.
It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.